Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Egal Talks Football, the aftermath to the biggest match of the season thus far, Arsenal versus Man City. We have Egal, who went viral yesterday, and he's going to discuss that, what he thought of the game, what he thought of the players being pussies, and, just in general, what he thinks this means for the title race. So, Egal, would you like to introduce the rest of the panel?
First of all, we have Hamza in the house. We had to bring the Manchester City faithful in
Come on!
London. We have Vader Games in the house, as you guys should know, and you can put the artwork in front of the screen so everyone can see it. And of course, we got Dammy down here right below me, Manchester United fan. He's going to be talking about the takeover and their draw versus Barcelona. It almost felt like a loss for you guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it did.
The way that it ended. You also have Rax in the building. Rax, today we're going to be talking about Liverpool because you guys got a game versus Newcastle coming up, and you guys just won a game recently. And Cody Gakpo, you're right. Give him time. He scored a goal. And he's doing one. There you go. He scored one. And we got Jay in the house. Jay, after a weekend where your boys absolutely messed it up.
Yeah,
they go and they mess it up in the Champions League. Also,
I know we're not going to talk much about Spurs, but you've got the news that Conte is ill, and he's ill. I mean, ill. Is he ill? Is he ill? Is it one of those when you're in bed and it's work?
No.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
He had some sort of surgery.
I'm not saying he's not, but what I'm saying is that, like, will he be back?
Do you think he won't make it past this time period?
Will he be back? I mean, we're gonna
have to talk about it when we get to Tottenham.
Yeah.
Just a small segment. And you know what? When we do get to Chelsea near the end for tour, I'll send you the link if you're still around. Okay. But for now, let's get straight into it. The biggest game of the season, the biggest game of Arsenal season specifically, the biggest hyped up game up to this point. City were nice enough to let us push the title decider to the second half of the season due to the PSV game. And now I brought back Vader Games and Hamza because on numerous occasions I told them Arsenal are for real this year. Arsenal are going to do it. You're not going to beat us 100%. You're not picking up all 3 points at the Emirates. What did they do? They picked up all 3 points at the Emirates, and it was a disaster class from certain individuals like Tomiyasu, completely messed up. You got guys in the defense who completely messed up. Ramsdale himself wasn't really flat. It was flattering to deceive at times that day. And overall, the team, I felt like, had a good performance in the first half. Second half, the experience of Manchester City showed. And I'm going to start it off with Vader Games because I know he's going to be a little bit more level-headed, and then we'll finish it off with Hamza. Go ahead, Vader Games.
Level-headed. Am I? We'll see. Let me talk about this matchup because it happened on Champions League night. And I would dare anyone to say that matchup between league-leading Arsenal and challenging Manchester City was not the best game of the night. On a Champions League night, all eyes, all ears were tuned in to that matchup. And it did not disappoint. Don't do that, Rakesh. It did not disappoint. This match was built up with hype, and deservingly so. I've been talking for a while. I had the pleasure of being on your channel a few times. And I think you took what I had to say as been there, done that. You're being disrespectful, telling me to slow down. This season's going to end at the end of this season, not midway, not before World Cup break, not after Christmas break. You guys, you in particular, a few others in spaces that we tend to visit, were like, Arsenal's winning this and we're not looking back. I said, yo, relax, chill. Talk to my man Rakesh and other Liverpool fans. Understand what climbing to Mount Everest is like. It takes effort. It takes mad effort to get there. It's not done in a sprint. You guys didn't want to hear me. Not only do you have the youngest club or squad in the league, not only do you potentially have the youngest manager to win a title, but I'm seeing so much immaturity, so much youthfulness in your fan base. You guys aren't showing the level that's required for this. You're not showing the maturity. Too much bravado, too much arrogance. This league title is going to be decided in the last day, the last month. And you guys need to understand that. You may disagree. You may think that what Liverpool fans and Man City fans are telling you is just rubbish. You guys know better, but that's your youth talking. You guys haven't been here for a while. Let me say one last thing before I jet out. There's something called Premier League etiquette, all right? If you haven't been eating at a 5-star restaurant, you may not know what the etiquette is. You may not know what fork is which fork, what spoon is which spoon. Liverpool fans and City fans have been trying to talk to you and tell you there's a certain etiquette. You guys didn't want to listen. You thought you knew better. It was a reminder of proper etiquette when you're trying to win this title and how to behave. And how to behave is to be humble. How to behave is to know that it's going to be decided later, not sooner. And I want to say this thing before we play again. Come with some respect. Understand that it's going to be a battle and respect the journey. Don't be young. Don't be immature, because we saw the youth. We saw the immaturity, not only in your defense last night, but your manager and your fan base throwing bottles at KDB when the man was coming off the pitch. Maturity is going to be required. Let's all show it.
What? Vader Games, big up to you. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to stop. I'm going to be humble for a second. What did he say that I disagree with? The maturity part, I fully agree, because there's a lot of young kids that have never experienced this, right? There's a lot of people who even are older, like myself, and only really seen it from like a distance. They don't really know what it's like. So I get it. And the points tallies in this generation is crazy. Liverpool fans like Rakesh have been telling us, you know what? Some Liverpool fans, not Rakesh, mostly Jonathan Morley, have been telling us, be careful. City's going to catch you. Doesn't matter. City's going to catch you. City's going to catch you. And you know what? You guys beat us and went ahead of us on goal difference. It is what it is. Hamza, take it away. And yo, Vader Games, just stick around until the end of the City part if you want to stay. But yeah, go ahead, Hamza. What are you saying?
Thank you. Thank you for this. Listen, I'm going to be frank with you. Your fans were very intolerable. They've been disrespectful to teams that have won the league. And they're so disrespectful in a way that they've been talking down to us. I get regular voicemails from Arsenal fans telling me we're looking forward to February 15th. We're looking forward to February 15th. They knew the February 15th. I was getting messages. Look at the messages. Look at an Arsenal. Look, sending me. Look at that. Look, voice note every day. That's a one Arsenal fan. Look, every day. My favorite guys. Look, I can go. Look, I'm clicking through. Look at the voice.
You click one. I need proof.
Evidence.
Click one. I need proof.
Play one. Hamza, play one.
And I'll go.
Play one.
1 second. Let me play one. After the game, listen to this.
I can't say anything, man. City came here, and as far as I'm concerned, they battered us. Right? 3-1 is a proper beating. And if we're saying we're title contenders, we're not supposed to lose 3-1. I can only say Zinchenko played terrible. And Ramsdale, who's normally a good keeper, the goal that Grealish, he went in, I can't believe it. How did he even let that in? He was over the ball, he dived over the ball. I don't get it. You
I'm doing good, tell me.
And listen to the end.
Really
Look at his friend in the background.
In the main,
Look at his friend. Don't worry, brother.
He was kept quiet in the main.
We go again, brother. Don't worry. We go again.
He was kept quiet in the main.
You go again, brother.
You know what?
You go again, brother. You've been talking so much. My brother, that's Chinedu. He goes, he's a season ticket holder. I would love to bring him. We go back. And I've been working on Chinedu, scaring him. And I warned him. I said, Chinedu, you've seen since the 90s. But this is Manchester City. Yeah, this is a team. Let me just educate you a bit, Arsenal fans. This is a team that was 8 points behind Fergie. 32 games. Fergie wins it. Fergie wins games. Ask Fergie what we did to him. Finished him mentally. He's never the same. Fergie could not continue. I'm telling you now, that's before Pep. Fergie could not continue. If he had stayed here, I'm telling you now, Fergie will be different. He looked like me. That would have been Fergie. You've been talking too much. There's something called respect. Respect. Mourinho told you that. You must have respect to a team that helped you. We helped you. Before where you are, you would be nowhere without our help.
One second. Stop.
Zinchenko, Jesus transformed your team from a fifth.
1 second. City would not be anywhere without Arsene Wenger's help.
No. You didn't give us titles. Your players didn't give us titles. Your players didn't wasn't Aguero. Your players were not Yaya Toure. Your players were not David. Your players were Bakary Sagna, Angel Clichy, and Kolo Toure. Your players were not the company. They're not the Yaya. They're not the great of City. We've given you one player. He's now you guys focus. Gabriel Jesus. One player has made you go whoop. Why? Because our player has fixed your club. So be grateful. Before the game was kicking off, you were doing that. And your fan base have been humbled. You know what? Pep was clever. Pep was clever. I told you. What did he? When he said 3 at the back, remember I said to you? His aim is to do what Egal I told you. Watch out for Grealish, I told you. Did I not say that? I said Grealish will have a fantastic game.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I said Ake would have a brilliant game. And I said the key thing is to keep the midfield, wait and pounce for your mistake because you're very naive. And we should have beaten you 5-1. 5. You're lucky you had 1 shot on target. And that was through a penalty because you complained about Brentford about the FA. To equal that animosity, give them the pen. I was disappointed. Most fans will say 50-50. It wasn't a general penalty. We don't know. Some will say yes, some people. So it wasn't a conclusive evidence of penalty. But you know what? We taught you is men against boys.
I disagree. I feel like it wasn't. I wouldn't say it's men against boys necessarily. I would say first half, it was Arsenal. Second half, you guys showed your experience. It wasn't the men against boys stuff. It was
grown men against young men.
No, stop this men against boys stuff. I'm not gonna allow that. I personally feel like it wasn't a men against boys situation. It was you guys were just more experienced, more clinical. You have the better players. It's not men against boys. Let's be honest.
Grown.
Listen,
young men versus grown men. Grown man strength.
I learned that game, a dirty game. I went to Madrid Bernabeu. I dominated them. Guess what? They knocked me out the Champions League. I had 57 to 60% possession. Kept him. And we had them up. We kept knocking. Really should have scored. Mara should have. Guess what, Egal? They took the points. And they went and won the Champions League.
But what is the question?
This is the problem.
Was it? Because I'm not going to lie to you. I said something that I feel like some people think is controversial. But I felt like 3-1 flattered you guys.
No. It did.
It's not controversial. But this is my take. The scoreline was flattering based on the fact that you guys, in the second half, yes, you guys scored your 2 goals and you were clinical with your goals. But at the end of the day, we hesitated and cost ourselves. We were in good goal-scoring opportunities. Final pass couldn't deliver. We had 2 situations where we couldn't deliver the final pass, and we had 2 clear-cut goal opportunities where we shot the ball wide. So those are the moments where the difference.
How many shots on target did you have in your own home?
We both know, Hamza. There's moments in games where a small error messed you up. And it might not count as a shot on target. It might not even count as a shot. But that moment can cost you a goal.
No, but there's no doubt. If I look at every goal anyone concedes, there's errors that leads to that goal. Otherwise, there'll be no errors.
Hamza, I would even say this. I would say this as well. If you're going to point out the missed chances or missed attempts that you guys could have taken for goals, you're doing a disservice to us as well. Because there's Rodri's attempt that headed down to the ball off of the crossbar. There's attempts where we were getting into dangerous
twice.
Where we were getting in exactly where we were getting in dangerous opportunities as well. I think what you said, the scoreline actually flatters you guys.
You're very lucky.
Because that pen we've seen previous weeks where that wasn't given. So you guys could have been skunked. It could have been a 3-0. Or it could have been 4 or 5. We had our chances. And I think that scoreline was actually very flattering in your house because we went, Dave Chappelle, we went in your house like Rick James, dirty boots, all on your couch, stomping and moving around. That's what we did to your house. We were ready for the match, man.
And it just shows that you're not ready to lift that Premier League. And if you do lift that Premier League, we have to doubt that this is the worst City side.
Hold on, let me add on this because obviously I'm gonna be fair to Arsenal. I thought Arsenal were, you know, when someone says Arsenal were game, you know what I mean? They came and they were like they played, they started the game like they knew what they were doing. Yeah. And I think you've got this thing where no matter what you say, and first of all, I want this to be put on record that in the season that Spurs were told that they finished third in a 2-horse race, halfway through that season, Arsenal were top. Spurs were never top in that season, but we were always told that we bottled it. I want you to know, Egal, if anyhow Manchester United catch you and overtake you and you finish third in a 1-horse race, I will never, ever let you forgive it. So anyway, that's just put that to one side.
If they bottle it here, they can never speak to Spurs ever again. By the way, they can never.
Jay started off by saying, "I'm going to be fair to Arsenal. I'm going to be fair to Arsenal,"
and
he ended up by saying, "I'm not going to make you forget. You're not going to forget that shit."
So on the game, Arsenal were desperate to make mistakes in this game. They were desperate.
Were they nervous?
Like it wasn't nervousness because last season in the run-in, they tightened up in the same way. Like they tightened up in the same way in games that were important. As soon as they started playing games against competitive sides, they started tightening up. Like they had the Liverpool, they had the Spurs game, they had the Newcastle away game, and this season coming into this game, they had the Brentford game, they had the Everton game. Now, those games have clearly affected the confidence of the team a little bit, right? They've come into this game now, and at 60 minutes, the game is even, They've got themselves back into the game. They're pushing. That level of tension in that game, they couldn't cope with it. They could not cope with the level of concentration and focus and pressure that was on that game.
Jay, let me ask you a question, Van Toggen. Let's go back to what we said before. The problem is, when you haven't won league titles for 19 years, you become inexperienced. You're hungry. Yeah. I say, relax. You're a little kid with a sweet. Yeah. You want the sweet. We said, relax. The birthday cake is gonna come. Relax. 1 second. We told you in the FA Cup. And
restaurant etiquette.
I've seen it. Hey, listen. We've seen. Listen, I'm talking about experience. Premier League winner, a guy who knocks in the Champions League, a team that's ranked number 1 in Europe, in Europe by far.
Hamza,
if you speak to Bayern,
let me add
they'll say we don't want to face Man City. So I'm coming from that end. City is not a small team. City have big players, the best players in the world. The best. Your players. Let me make it clear. Egal, experience is key. Experience is key. When you've got players like Gundogan, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Erling Haaland, Ruben Diaz, these are names, football heritage. These are names. You got Nketiah, Xhaka, Odegaard, Tomiyasu, Ben White. Look at the names I'm saying. Bayern
Saliba.
This is completely different pedigree. When I mention that, there's fear.
You want to know something?
You want to
know something? We're honestly, this is not an excuse, but
it is an excuse. I can hear it already.
1 second. Can we not acknowledge the fact that literally 24 hours before the game, we found out one of our most crucial players was not playing?
No, you can't. I just have to sit here and say we don't care. We don't care. We don't care.
Let me just make it.
We don't care.
No, Egal. I'm not. No, hold on, Egal. No one. Egal. Nobody's saying no. Egal. Nobody saying don't care.
1 second.
In the course,
nobody cares. In the grand
no, that's not what we say. No, Egal. Don't play the victim. Don't
I'm
play
not
the
playing a
victim,
victim.
Egal.
I'm not playing a
You
victim.
sound
Okay,
like you're
explain your
trying to-
point. Explain your point. Explain your point, Egal.
1 second. I am. Oh, Bice wants to get in on this too now. Now you want to get on this. Before the stream, you told me you weren't going to come on. Bice, I'll send you the link. Just wait. Yeah, when Vader is about to leave, I'll send you guys the link. Right now, this is all I have to say. First things first. When it comes to the game, I agree. Going into the game, even without Thomas Partey, we should be expected to somehow get something out of this game based on the form that we've been on majority of the season. I get how crucial he is to our system, but right now that it's dishonest if we say, yo, last minute we're forced into a change.
Right,
Jorginho wasn't scheduled to start at the beginning of the week when Mikel Arteta.
But do you know what?
Right.
Do you know?
Right.
Go on.
Right?
Go on.
Let me just hold on. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. 'Cause I was trying to make my point, and obviously,
the place where I am confused is why Tomiyasu came in.
Right. Okay, so listen, Egal, like let me be clear on a couple of things, and some people want to be like, Arsenal bottle, Arsenal didn't bottle. I want to be very clear. The statistics will tell you that this is a bottle, whether you like it or not. No team in your position has ever not won the league from your position.
Never.
With that number of points ahead after that number of games. No.
Never.
I'm saying at Christmas, like the team that was top at Christmas,
never,
like has never not won
the
league.
One second.
Never.
Stop. Listen to Rock. He literally just told you Liverpool have.
Right, so
No,
Liverpool. Actually, you know what? Right. I'll be honest with you. Liverpool did, because Liverpool beat Spurs to go top on for Christmas, and then obviously didn't.
Why
so I remember that.
So I remember bad
sorry.
Actually, to be fair, we I think we did it twice, because in 13-14 we were top on Christmas Day and we were 5th, but on New Year's Day.
Listen.
And the season we got 97
points. You're killing my point.
Other people get their cookings in.
Well, no, hold on. I'm not even.
Got it wrong, man.
Hold on. Let me finish my point, and then
fake news stuff.
Right. So listen. I know. Listen. Right. What I'm trying to say here is that Arsenal came into this game, right, and 60 minutes on, these players were fucking desperate to throw this game. They were desperate. And I mean, pulling people down for penalties. I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Zinchenko repeatedly was trying to give the ball away on the edge of the box. Ramsdale was trying to pass it to men under pressure.
Yeah.
Like, the team wanted to self-combust way before they actually self-combusted. They were dying to. And for me, Arsenal now...
It sounds like you're describing the Tottenham game.
And this isn't the best.
It's a year on, it's the same game. And you have given away your advantage. You are going to play Villa away.
And you're not going to win.
Lunchtime kickoff. I do not see
you're losing that game.
Okay, 1 second. Let's just do this quick, since everyone's here.
Okay, go on.
Since everyone's here, you want to talk about Aston Villa. We're going to talk about Aston Villa. But before we do the Aston Villa, certain people have to get their cooking over the line, because guys just want to cook 24/7. Your cooking's burnt at this point. But yo, Dami.
By the way, and that's a great point somebody just said. When United played you without Casemiro, you didn't give a shit. You didn't give a shit.
The reason is
don't start talking Partey now.
1 second. When we played without Thomas Partey at their ground, they didn't give a shit. When we played without Thomas Partey at your ground, you didn't give a shit. So when we came to your house and you played without Bentancur, we don't give a shit. That's the reality. I get it.
So people
I
don't give
won't
a
let you
shit
get
when
away
it's on
with
them,
it.
and they do give a shit when it does.
I won't let you get away with this.
But like Jay said, the reason why I don't care is because for weeks these lot have been telling us we're winning the league, we're beating City, we're doing this, we're doing that.
What do you want? We got Giggity.
Wait, no. But again, Egal, that's my problem though. That's my problem, because you will sit here and you will complain as to why we do not respect you and why we treat you like little bros and why we all collectively laugh at you. Because Jay will not sit here and pretend like they're like, No. What do you mean who's laughing at you? You were literally flirting with 8 points clear for 3 weeks. You're in second place. What do you mean who's laughing at you? We're all laughing at you. So what are you talking about? And the thing is, my problem is that you do this every single year. So you say that you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and then when it doesn't happen, and you just sit there and you go and hide. You told us you're going to win the league. You told us you're going to go 8 points clear, and now you're second place. And now you're sat here waffling. I've seen you on Twitter screaming and shouting. I think you've lost it. I think you've lost yourself. I think you've lost yourself. I think you've lost yourself.
No,
I think you've lost yourself. And this is the reason why nobody will respect Arsenal Football Club until you do what you say you are going to do. Once you do it, once you win the league, once you win the league, I will never chat to you. I will sit there and go, do you know what? Fair enough, you've done it. Now focus on the game. I think Jay said it perfectly.
True. Dammy,
you know what?
Liverpool won the league a few seasons ago.
You
still chat. Everybody still chats.
You couldn't even celebrate it. You couldn't even high five you. You couldn't even high five you.
Before COVID.
No. But Rick,
Steve, just mute
no. But the difference is, though, at least you've seen your team win the big trophies in the last, I don't know, 20. At least I can say, you know what? I've seen Liverpool do it. Arsenal don't do anything. They just sit there flirting with FA Cups, they flirt with a title, and they fuck off back to their cave. If you do not win this league title, Egal, I'm saying for the good of your summer, deactivate everything. Turn down for the summer, have a break. Okay, don't go anywhere and watch your ass get cooked every single day.
Today, which is the 16th of February, 2023, I have been getting threats from our own fans.
We don't do threats. We don't do that.
It's nuts.
Listen, we don't do the threats, but we just do.
Long story short, last game I said composure. This game I lost composure. That's the reality. I'll tell you that. Reason being, my own fan base is going out there after the game. Let me ask Hamza. Let me ask Vader. Let me ask everybody here. Do you guys feel like it was deserved to go out after the game and to name call individual players throughout the whole team and say, you know what, they're the ones that let us down? You can say that.
Absolutely.
I only know your fan base to do that
because it was obvious. It was obvious.
One second. Name calling to the level of what we were hearing. Is that
listen, let me just be really clear. When we played Liverpool and Bergwijn went through on goal and missed multiple chances, the stuff he was getting called. Listen, football fans are emotional. You are entitled within reason. When they don't mean it, as long as you're not being racist or this or that, you are entitled to say, Tomiyasu, what the fuck are you doing? Listen
to my whole reasoning. The whole reason why I lost my stuff. And it's not only about yesterday. The reason why I'm actually upset is because the underlining realness has finally come out. People don't want to say how they really feel until they're proven that they're okay and comfortable to say how they really feel. For example, a lot of people don't believe that Arsenal were ever going to actually win this Premier League. So they waited until we dropped points where it looked
150%.
Yeah, of course. That's normal.
City are the favorites.
That's normal, because
before this, Arsenal were the favorites. Even when we beat Manchester United, those same people who are so vividly angry at individual players and myself for calling out people who are cussing the players are the same people who are saying, you know what, we're going to win after the last game. Even going into the Everton game, they're saying we're going to smoke Everton, we're going to win. The last 3 games, yes, you can change your mind. But to the point where you're now saying it's over, it's done, the season's done. If this was City and they were in our position and they're level on points with us with the game in hand, they're still favorites.
Yeah, because they've done it.
But that wasn't the situation.
Because they've done it. You've done nothing. You've done nothing in 20 years. Of course, nobody wants to
give me a second. Give me a second, because I was at home. I was feeling well. I wasn't gonna come on. I was watching the stream on my TV. Then I heard him bring up Thomas Partey as an excuse. I texted him ASAP. You saw? I texted. I said, "Yo, I won't let you get away with this, because you know why? Because you told me you had a squad. You told me you had a squad. You said there was going to be no more excuses. One game without Thomas Partey isn't the end of the world, because it isn't. You had a good enough squad to be top of the league, points clear. You kept bringing up, oh, nobody's won the league from this position. Remember, no, we brought it up as banter. You said you brought it up as something serious, bro. Something serious. You can't keep getting away with wanting credit, but can't handle the criticism that comes with the fall off. You know why? Because we've been waiting for months. It's been months of shameless Arsenal prop. Oh, we're back where we belong. Chelsea, who are you? Spursy, City, what? Come outside. Pep, come outside. Liverpool, this and that. We have the videos. We have the TikToks. We have everything, bro. You can't get away with it. You've been on footage for months. Give me my flowers. Give me my praise. Give me my this. Give me my that. No. You failed. You had so many points clear in 3 weeks. You lost it. You managed to bottle it in 3 weeks, not even 3, 2 weeks. And now you want us to say, "Oh, Thomas Partey." No, cause it's not like that. Prove to us now that you can come back from this and win the league. Because if you don't, what Dami said, deactivate for the summer, bro. Just take the summer off. Go on holiday and run it back next season, cause it's not gonna be nice.
You wanna know something? In the summer, we're getting Declan Rice and we're chilling. We're
Egal.
Chilling to where? Chilling to where? You think everyone else isn't gonna go shopping?
One second. I still believe we can still win this. I still believe City could. I'm not saying they're gonna slip up, but we could still mathematically.
We could. Oh no! You said to me, Egal, 25th of December. I remember I was driving to Bristol. You called me up, Hamza. How you doing?
How do you
remember? I say this.
What's that music?
Win the league. You win the league. You said, I promise you, we will win the league. I will beat you comfortably 15th of February. Now you're saying you could.
Because a lot of circumstances.
Completely different. This is the problem with the Arsenal fan. Listen to me. I'm behind. I told you I'll win the league. I have confidence in my manager. Even it shows you don't trust your players. You don't trust your manager.
I trust my manager.
So will you win the league?
It's difficult, but I think we can.
It's difficult now.
There's no trust.
Difficult now.
There's no complete trust.
Listen. I'm not just gonna sit here and act like everything that just happened didn't happen. Rak, you're on mute. Look, Rak, you're on mute. Rakesh. You're on mute.
See, he needed the hand gesture.
You're on mute. We can't hear you.
Rakesh is trying to talk to Brentford fan.
Sorry. Whether Egal says it with chest or doesn't really matter, right? Ultimately, can Arsenal still win the league? Yes, they can. Have City proved that they're far from perfect this season? Yes, they have proved that. Now, is this City team going to kick on and return to the form that we know that they can play at? I think that's possible. Could City revert to the form they've shown pretty much, up until the last few games when Pep's obviously, there's a bit of a rallying cry after the whole FFP thing. City's attitude and everyone's come together. That's made a difference, I think. But City are not infallible. City could still lose the league. They're going to have to win most of their games left to win the league, I think. I think Arsenal will push them quite far. Whether they'll win it or not, who knows?
You know what? I'm done doing the
worst City side and the greatest Arsenal side. The shades.
One second. Let's now
levels.
One second. Let's now move on to the weekend's game. City play who? You guys
Nottingham Forest away.
You guys play Nottingham Forest.
That's a tough game, yo.
Bring that.
That's a tricky game.
And Arsenal play Aston Villa.
And who's Aston Villa's manager, by the way?
Emery.
Good evening.
He's coming to crash it on your head.
That's what I'm
My
saying.
God is watching. He's coming to crash it.
And also, sorry, just one thing, Egal, just on your fixtures, because after Villa away, you've still got Newcastle away, you've still got Liverpool away, and you still got to go to City away. That's a lot of hard games.
I love it. It's coming, guys.
We have more home games than we do away games.
But what I'm saying is those 4 away games, those
West
4
Ham
away games,
Liverpool
and West Ham away.
Every away game.
Newcastle away.
Listen.
Egal, do you think you'll be having more fights with your fan base with that fixture list that we just heard?
Listen.
I project that.
At the end of the day, every fan base has their people who you're going to disagree with. That's the reality. So yes, regardless, even when we're winning, I was still fighting people over who we're going to sign in the summer.
Bro, every fan base has
also
addicts with these crazy.
There's no reason for Arsenal fans to be losing their shit right now. Like, Arsenal might not win the league.
Oh yeah, there is.
There is a reason. Immaturity.
There is a
Raps
reason.
There is a reason.
Definitely is.
There's
There
definitely
is.
One second, guys.
Inexperience,
Guys,
immaturity.
guys.
18 years, 19 years of starving.
That's their fault for hyping their players to that level. They hype those players to that level. We've had to, Vice nailed it. We've had to listen
100%.
to months and months and months of how these players were the best in the league, how these players were amazing, how these players aren't going to slip, how these players were from last year. And now they have to take it on the chin that people are saying, okay. Rax, are you underestimating the level of stuff that Arsenal fans have said over the last? They said they're better than the Liverpool side that won the league. That's what this fan base has been saying, bro. You know that they've been saying
now
that.
they're backtracking their statement.
Hey.
I've never seen this.
Now
they're fighting
I don't like this. You know why? They were saying Saliba is in the league. Tell Van Dijk to come outside, and you want to be quiet now. You don't understand the disrespect, bro. They were telling everybody to come outside. Virgil van Disney, Trent Alexander-Arnold. They were saying, Diaz is a stripper. All of this stuff.
Your own words. Listen,
I said Saka was
Virgil van Disney before.
Saka's the best winger. When a winger, Saka's the best winger. I said, okay,
his own terminology.
Ake pocketed him, Bernardo pocketed him, and then Ake pocketed him again.
Listen. Can we stop for a second? Pep Guardiola is a good manager. He realized that his tactics.
He's a good manager.
He's
world class.
He's top two. Don't be modest with Pep.
Greatest.
Talk him up.
I'm talking about good manager.
Listen, don't do a Liverpool now, guys.
We should be telling you that, cause.
What I mean by that, I compliment your guy. You guys want me to compliment him to the highest extent?
No, but he is the highest. No,
he's a great.
This is rightfully so. No, but
he's a greatest. He's a greatest.
Okay, now you want me to say greatest?
Second.
Bro, he's the greatest. He has no. He's not had the league twice.
That's not my problem.
Twice.
That's not my problem. That's not my problem. That's not my problem.
Let's talk about Anthony. You can hold that. How about that? We're gonna talk about the friggin' we're gonna talk about the right now. Okay?
He's lost this.
We're gonna talk about
just got blocked for no reason.
What did he say?
Egal, I want to say this. I want to say this before you do the transition.
We've humbled them, Jay.
Mad love for the channel.
They don't know
mad love for everyone on this panel. I do have to bounce.
Beta,
I can't wait to make more content with all of you.
Tomorrow on Who's Side.
My guy,
Yes. There's gonna be more cooking. I'll catch you guys.
Yeah. Bro, save me a plate.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I still think we can do it. It's not as confident as it was a couple of weeks ago.
What are you gonna do?
I still believe we can win the league. That's the reality.
100%.
And we should.
Okay, no, it's true. You can win the league, but this time nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. Do it, and then we'll hear it. Nobody wants to hear it anymore. Do it. Nobody wants to hear from you. We've had enough. We told you this before. And look at your second.
It starts this weekend.
Games in hand hype. You said that last year. Where'd you finish?
Aston Villa away. Must-win game. Nottingham Forest away for City.
There's no draws, by the way. You're not allowed to draw. There's no draws. You have to win this game.
You have to win this game.
There's no draws.
They're wounded animals. They're wounded. I told them before. They're wounded animals, low in confidence.
Listen,
their manager is literally.
I don't want no more talking. I want no more talking. I want scores on the board. Okay.
Scores on the
Arsenal,
board.
Aston Villa. I'm saying
Villa win.
I say
Villa
Arsenal
win.
1 second. I'll let you have your chance. I'm gonna say things. The title race doesn't change this weekend. Both teams win, and it stays the same. What do you see? Now, let me go to Hamza.
Villa win. It's in Villa Park. Very hostile. It's Villa playing very well with the new manager. We've played them before, and they've just lost to us. They're going at home. They're under pressure to win this game. You're under pressure to win this game. Villa, if they had beaten us, they went to Villa. I'll be less confident. Villa will beat you. You're gonna lose that game probably 3-1 or 2-1. You're definitely losing that game.
Okay. I'll tell you right now, I believe we can win it. It's just we're obviously in a tough route. Anyways, go ahead, Jay. What's your score?
So I watched Villa last few weeks. They've been a bit up and down. They lost the last two, so I'm like, these guys need a result. They're going to be hungry. listen, energy-wise, you guys will have expended a lot of energy, both physically and emotionally, in that match with City. Like, it's always a lot more emotional when you lose the game. 3 days, short turnaround, Villa away against your former manager when you've not won in 4 games. I've got to be honest, Egal, I don't see how I can say Arsenal winning this game. Like, there's no evidence based on what we're looking at for me to say categorically that you're going to win this game. I think at best you get a draw, but it wouldn't surprise me if early kickoff fucks you and you lose. I'll be generous and give you a draw.
Arteta's head to be gone.
Okay. Look, there's a lot of circumstances at the moment that are conspiring against Arsenal. Not in a conspiracy theory sense, but early kickoff, and all that kind of stuff. But I think Arsenal will just about do enough, and they'll win 1-0. Villa aren't
I love
great.
it. There's conspiracies. Well, not conspiracies, but conspiracies.
Bro, Lee Mason
conspiring against, but not
Lee Mason
make it make
cost
sense.
us 2 points. Anyways, enough about Lee Mason.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had a goal disallowed. Don't do that.
Brentford had a goal disallowed because of a foul from Gabriel.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry.
Listen, I've already spoken about that numerous
times. Right. That was last week.
Okay.
So it's 2 points dropped. You didn't get cheated. I just want to make that clear.
You want to know something? They've already made mistakes. I already get that. They made mistakes on both ends. Realistically, you didn't deserve to win that game. But the fact after the fact that I found out that they blatantly didn't even draw the lines for VAR, every single one here would be pissed. Everyone here would be pissed. That's what I was pissed about. That's why I ran a campaign, and I think the guy should be suspended or fired.
You know how much you gotta hate a club to draw the line. Do you know how much you gotta hate a club to draw the line?
What? Don't organize campaigns. What?
Listen. We spoke about he's gonna get in trouble. Listen, Howard Webb knows he has to do something.
What does Howard Webb know?
Howard Webb knew he had to.
Premier League don't care about having good refs though. They're the top dog.
Mason was a problem. Listen, let's not move on. Let's stop. Obviously,
let's move on.
Listen, some people are joking around saying that all our points that were dropped.
Did you create a petition apparently?
No, I didn't do that. Some
apparently Arsenal fan. That's so sad.
Some Arsenal fan did that and replied.
So sad.
This Hamza guy started a petition to stop Chelsea.
Hamza the guy who started a petition about Enzo Fernandez, an investigation on FFP.
100%. This Hamza guy is a crook, boy. He's a fraud.
Come on, man. Hey, listen, that's my past. Leave my past to my past. Leave my past alone, man.
Yo, it hasn't even been a month. This guy started a whole petition to stop Chelsea.
1 second, guys. I just need to know, Steve, is it going to be a win for Arsenal versus Aston Villa or a loss?
It's going to be, in my opinion. Oh, Steve, go ahead.
Yeah. Unfortunately, even though Aston Villa only got 2 wins in their past 5, I am going to go Villa 2-0. I'm going to go Villa 2-0, bro, because Unai Emery, he makes adjustments that I think are more impressive than Arteta, personally. I'm just being honest here, bro. If it was a home game, maybe I could see you guys winning, and I don't even like Aston Villa. They're one of my least favorite clubs on the face of the goddamn earth. I hate them. I hate them with everything, bro. But I do think they'll win.
Oh, by the way, Martinez ain't gonna let you win. I just remembered now. Martinez ain't letting you win.
Yeah, that's the other boogeyman. Exactly. So too many bad concussions. And those 12:30 games too, bro. They throw up wacky results. So and from looking at it from a betting perspective, bro, I'm throwing $20 on a Villa win because the value that it's just too good. It's too good.
Egal, let me ask you a question. If you lose that game, what would that mean to your team as a manager? Like in terms of, would you say, listen, what are you doing? You're supposed to be coaching. You can't have lost 5 games. We're supposed to be. You've been given time now, and 5 games you cannot win. Are you gonna start questioning and say, what's wrong? What is going? How can you be expected to be a top coach and you're going to 5 games and you can't even motivate them against Everton, Brentford, title contend, weakest City side, and now Villa, would you start questioning and say Arteta has to be blamed? He has to be blamed. Surely. You can't be sympathetic and say, what he's done for us in the past. Will you still accept and criticize Arteta's tactics and play and responsibility? Should he take responsibilities?
Mikel Arteta is not absolved of criticism, critique, win, lose, or draw. That's the reality. When he wins, when he loses, whenever he draws, either way, I criticize him. Same way the players, even in a win, a loss, or a draw, they can still be critiqued. Here's where I cross the line. When people start saying he has to be sacked because we're not winning the Premier League. That's where
anybody who's saying that, anybody saying that's an idiot. Anyone who's saying that's an idiot.
This is another thing. It's a sackable offense to drop that many points in a row in the title race. What? Like, as if the player, here's another one. Another manager would be winning the league with this team, the team that Mikel Arteta put together and got them playing this way. It's ridiculous. Anyways, guys, we spent 45 minutes on this topic. We need to move on.
Hamza was about to say Pep would.
Yeah, Pep would, I believe. It's experience, man.
To be fair.
Because the thing is, managers who've done it before have experience to say,
Pep wouldn't have came to Arsenal.
No, I'm saying Pep and Klopp are that special because they've got the experience of winning the league. They know what it takes to win games like this.
I think this is crazy.
And I don't think Arteta has never won the league.
If Arteta finishes third, are you sacking him? I'm not sacking him.
Yeah, I'm 100%. You had 4 years to do something.
What? You'd sack him?
Win the Europa League or get out. That's what I said.
Listen, United look spicy in that Europa League. Like, what are you going to do? Because the thing is, Egal, you put all the eggs in the Premier League basket. You're out the FA Cup, which is your baby. I know that's your baby. So now, if you don't win the league, now you're in the Europa League with United. Now, imagine United now win the Europa. You finish second. They finish third. They've now had a better season than you because you achieved the same thing in the league.
If we get top 4, win the Carabao and Europa, this is all hypotheticals, it may not happen, and they don't win the league, Arteta is in serious trouble. He won't get sacked.
Big trouble.
Big with the ETH conversations, he is in serious trouble because you've been chatting shit for years. You've had 4 years to get into this process, and another bold guy just walks in.
It'll be the pressure.
I don't want to hear it.
Another bold guy.
Yeah, another bold guy walks in and outshines him.
Let me ask you a question right now. Let me ask you a question right now. Arteta or Ten Hag?
Ten Hag is clear of him.
Ten Hag by a million miles.
I like Arteta, man.
You can see Ten Hag.
I think they're both very good managers.
Arteta is better.
I think this is the perfect segue to
Ten Hag is better.
This is the perfect segue. This is the perfect segue to Manchester United versus Leicester, Barcelona, Manchester United tonight, and guys, Qatar serious. Apparently, they're going to be bidding $5 billion tonight.
Good.
Are they?
Where do we begin? You guys want to begin with the Qatari takeover? Do you guys want to begin with the Barcelona game? I think the Barcelona.
Sure, let's get Man United fans more excited over freaking a wet dream. Why not? Don't get too excited. That's all I'm saying as a Newcastle fan, bro. I for years and years with Mike Ashley, I was getting hyped up about takeovers. Ooh, these guys are coming in. These guys are coming in, and it never happened until the Saudis. I waited like 4 or 5 years for that crap.
Yeah, but the difference is there's the one difference. We are not you.
Yes, I know. Newcastle United is not Manchester United. Yeah.
But anyways, to focus on that, I'm not going to get too carried away because at the end of the day, I need to see confirmed reports. I need to see a bid. Exactly. I need to see something accepted. Then I'll get carried away. But because that's why I don't really want to talk about it in depth because, like I said, they were flirting with Liverpool 2 weeks ago, and now apparently they're flirting with us. So let me see David Ornstein, Dagger, Sky Sports confirm that.
What about Bloomberg?
Yeah, but let them confirm they're buying it. Then we can start to talk about what's going to happen. Because I don't want to get worked up on
okay, you want me to give you confirmation?
But Egal, ultimately, there's a soft deadline tomorrow for people to put a bid. Now, ultimately, it's a soft deadline. So if someone comes in with a big bid the day after tomorrow, you think the Range Group are going to say, like, sorry, mate, you're not in. It's a soft deadline for people for serious expressions of interest to be made, and then we'll see what happens. That's the process. Well, it depends.
No. But I'm saying,
Depends on the shooter.
I can't see in that text anything about accepted. Let them be accepted, and we'll go into conversation. Because at the end of the day, anything can happen. So I don't want to see Jim Ratcliffe at my club. Let them have the bid accepted, and then we'll go from there. That's all I'm saying.
And you know what? That's the interesting thing. Oh, sorry. Someone else want to talk? My bad.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe, there's a propaganda going on that I think the bids, Qatari bids will come. I don't want another oil club. I'm sorry. There's only 2 oil clubs. I don't want. I think it would just make it boring. What's the point? You got the history. You don't need to be bored.
We'll make it more exciting, I think, actually.
No, Newcastle, we've had enough of you. I think you're enough. I don't need another time.
Guys, Qatar by Manchester United. They're bidding off PSG. Apparently, they're going to try to sell Mbappe to Manchester United before they sell it.
No, the Mbappe will
We'll
go.
see. We'll see.
Mbappe will never done great.
We are getting stuff like that. That's so far. We shouldn't even really. I understand fans will get excited about it, but let's not talk about Mbappe to Manchester United just yet, because
be honest,
that's a bit of a crazy one, right?
Be honest, Rakesh, and everyone else here that's not Man United fan. Are you a little scared of the possibility of them having an ambitious owner?
No, I'm not scared. No. Because it will only make Newcastle United, if we are a proper club run by good owners, which so far I'd say we are, it will only make us become better, because I'll assume that they do everything right. They bring in sick players, and Ten Hag keeps on going on the upward. I'm not scared of it by all. It should motivate our club to be better, because the strong make the stronger. The strong make, if you have strong competition around you, you have to buck up. Otherwise, it becomes a situation where you're just.
I think you're looking for a rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Because I don't want
everyone agree with him. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a little scary, the possibility of Manchester United having ambitious owners.
That's because you're in your Tottenham 16-17 arc, and this is it. Like if you don't win it this season, you're not gonna win it. I get it. I've been there. My DMs are always open for you, Egal. So don't worry about it. We can talk about it. Make sure you beat 86 points, though, because I don't want to see you waffling about what a great team you have and you can't beat Tottenham's high tally.
And Nav R, by the way, in the comments, I've been supporting Newcastle for 5 years, so you can,
Nah, Newcastle. Listen, my brother's a Newcastle fan, and I'm a City fan. Listen, we've been through the mud, and I respect Newcastle. Yep. They go ball over. Newcastle's a big club. People disrespect.
We're going to talk about Newcastle.
But United,
they're like a little village. They're like a little village inside.
Newcastle's a big club. I used to see them. You must be mad.
I just want to say, Barcelona and Manchester United just played, and it was a good game. 2-2. You guys have anything to say about that game, or should we just move on to?
I'll do a quick summary of, because obviously it's my team, but it was a great game. I can't lie to you. Yeah. I was a bit worried, given that they've obviously been very good this season, top of their league, best defensive record. But I think obviously Xavi did a pep brain rubbish, where he decided to drop half of his defense because he's playing Cadiz at the weekend. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking, because now Rashford and them and our players just ran riot. Obviously, Pedri going off was obviously a big plus for us. I just think most of our players anyway, there was like a couple that are just shit, and they'll always be shit. But I think the players stood up, and I think it was a good result, and it's a good 2-2 to say it back, because I don't believe that they'll have anything to bring to us next week. I think we'll go through it. Well, we should go through it anyway. I don't know if we will. I don't really do predictions, but I think we will go through it.
Can I ask you a question? Can you move? Because I can't see your camera moving.
The guy's in shock.
It's a wallpaper, man. It's a wallpaper.
It's my wallpaper. Yeah. It's my background. It's my background. But yeah,
move your head. You're still, man. Since the Qatari
it's not even Dammy. We think it's Dammy. It's not Dammy.
This is scary, man.
Somebody else.
It's not Dammy.
It's an imposter. It's an imposter.
This is what Qatari take over.
Since Arsenal lost, Egal's been seeing things. Since Arsenal lost, Egal's been seeing things. Allow him, man.
This guy's definitely a hologram.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Allow it. Okay, now we're gonna talk about Manchester United, Leicester. Do you guys see Manchester United dropping points at this point? Because they're just
okay. So let me just say this, because we just got packed by Leicester.
Yeah.
So seeing Leicester up close, they've definitely rehabilitated their team. Like in that window, they've got Tete. What do you call it? Madison's fit. He's been a big loss. They played Mendy and Dewsbury Hall against us, so they dropped Tillemans, and their midfield was way more solid. They basically had those two sit and then let Madison roam, and then they had the inverted wingers that they've not really had for a while. They had Iheanacho dropping deep. Barnes and Tete went past. We had a tap defense, but we couldn't cope with them. I think they'll cause United problems, but United look good. They're a team in form. I think United will. Is Casemiro is suspended?
He's back.
Yeah, he's back. He's suspended. This is his last game. He's back for the Europa League.
I think it'll be a draw then.
Well, Sabitzer can play, so.
Now Leicester impressed me sufficiently to think they could. And also as well, when they went to Liverpool, if it wasn't for my guy having a fucking brain fart, they wouldn't have lost that game. 2 own goals. What the hell is that? So they've been playing a bit better this side of the year. So I think Leicester will get something.
Wait. Did you just use the Liverpool game as an example with the 2 own goals?
Yeah, because Liverpool didn't create anything, and Leicester had lots of openings.
You do realize Wesley Saiz, or whatever his name is Liverpool's top goal scorer in the league in 2024.
Wout Faes.
You do realize that. I just need to get that in. It has no relevance to this conversation. I just want to get that in.
You're telling me Mo Salah hasn't scored 2 goals?
No, I think Wout Faes has 2 own goals.
In 2023, Wesley, whatever his name is their top goal scorer.
Since you guys want to talk about Liverpool so much, I'm just going to say Manchester United beat Leicester, and they're at home.
Exactly. There's a bigger game on than us. Newcastle play Liverpool.
Liverpool. Away.
Liverpool away.
We're going to get onto that right now. Let's get onto it. That's why Steve's here, guys. He's a Newcastle.
Yeah, that's why the Yanks here.
Newcastle fan here for a reason.
I want to hear it.
Vice, if you want to come back defend Chelsea, you're more than welcome. I know you're watching. Anyways, we're going to talk about Chelsea later. You can message me if you want. I don't know if he's watching anymore. Anyways,
let's talk to no one.
Let's go. Liverpool, Newcastle, guys. Be honest. Manchester United beat Leicester. Everyone agrees, right?
No, I think it's a draw with Leicester's form.
Jay is the only person who says Leicester win, I guess.
I thought it would be a draw. Actually,
it's gonna be a good game, though. It's gonna be a good game, I think, because Leicester they put up 4 against Villa, 4 against Spurs.
Who's at home?
What?
Who's at home?
Manchester United's at home.
That's what I'm saying.
They are good at home.
That's the point, Steve. Leicester has scored 8 goals in the last 2 games, and that's flying under the radar. Like for a lot of people, I'm like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Madison's back, and they've turned up again.
I think Man United's home form will cancel out the Leicester goal scoring. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna say a draw.
You know what? Let's now shift gears into the Newcastle Liverpool game.
Yes, sir.
I need to know: is this a massive game for Liverpool, or is this like? Do you think there's no opportunity, Rax, to get back into the race?
I need Liverpool to win.
Liverpool. You know what? If we win, it's massive for us. If we lose, it's gonna.
I don't know if it's massive.
I pretty much no. If we win, I think that with the Everton win, not so much the Everton win, but the way we played against Everton for the first time in a very, very long time, we looked solid in midfield. Fabinho and Henderson, they played well, and if we can play like that, I think we have a chance of winning. And if we do win, I think top 4 is attainable again.
You want to say first. Admit it. There's something else you want to say. You want to say it. What's happening next week, Tuesday or Wednesday? You want to say it.
Oh, Real Madrid. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You want to say it. If you win this weekend, you beat Real Madrid. You want to say it.
To be honest, honestly, obviously, I want us to beat Real Madrid, and I think we have a chance. But if you would ask me a week and a half ago whether we had a chance against Real Madrid, like realistically, I would have said we have 0 chance. But we've seen a good performance, probably one of the only performances this season where we have looked solid in midfield. And if we could carry on playing like that, we have a chance. Gakpo, I think, actually had a good performance the other day. You can see that he's got good touches in that false 9 position. He played well. He linked play. He was good on the ball, turned and ran into space. It's encouraging. It's way too early to make massive judgments. And if we, that's why I'm saying even if we do win, there's a chance we get top four. But we have to prove it first on the pitch. We need to get the old Liverpool back.
Okay. And is the old Liverpool going to be back? Do you feel like that could be possible? If
we beat Newcastle, it's something solid to build on. I need to see more. Everybody should want to see more from Liverpool before they because you can't right now.
What do you mean everybody?
But you can't trust Liverpool to get a result, positive or negative. You have no idea. It's too unpredictable. Right. So even if we win, I'm not saying I'm 100%. Look, I'll fine. Liverpool's my team. I want us to win every game. If you're saying as a neutral, would you back me to win every game? Not necessarily. No, I think there's fallibility there, but we have the capability to be one of the best teams in Europe. Whether we prove it or not is a different story.
I saw in the comments, by the way, from Sean McGuinness, he mentioned Obafemi Martins, bro. That's who I got on the back of my shirt. I got a fucking 2006 Newcastle shirt of Obafemi Martins. I thought it was funny. About this game, though, I've been pissed off with Newcastle lately, not gonna lie, just drawing. I appreciate the fact we've only lost one Premier League game, and it's coming up on March. I appreciate that. Best defense
against. Who's it against?
Against you, mother.
Guys, breaking news. Yo, Ben Jacobs is talking about Manchester United sale is expected by Friday.
Wow,
sale.
Yes.
The starting process of the sale.
No, the starting process is step one.
Yeah, this
is it's not like they're going to walk in on Saturday morning and start
it's a soft
one stuff.
There you go. Everyone makes a bid. Everyone makes a bid. Jim Ratcliffe has already made a bid. And then what happens is they will decide according to the bid who's going to do the bid.
But then the Jacobs guy, like, he's just
all he's saying. This is what it says. It says, what to expect on Friday? Not anything. He's telling me what's going to happen on Friday. It's not that there's a sale expected on Friday.
Listen, I've lost my mind over that.
It's been a tough 36 hours ago.
I'm just gonna say this. I think Liverpool are somewhat back, but at the same time, Newcastle are one of the best defensive teams in the league. This just screams.
What makes you?
hold my hat on.
What makes you think Liverpool are back? Because to me,
it's just one game.
Liverpool with the width of a post from going 1-0 behind, and maybe that game was completely different.
You know what?
That's
I'll tell
the
you
margins
this.
we're talking about.
Me and you both know Derby wins can change a little bit of your momentum going into the rest of the season.
Bro. Like, I've also got to factor in, like, if Everton had Calvert-Lewin, again, I think that might be a different game. Like, it's.
But Calvert-Lewin's been out of form since Ancelotti.
We said no ifs earlier.
No, but Everton are not a team like Arsenal. Everton are literally a bottom of the table side. Like, if you're missing a player who's like, I'm not going to get into it because I know you're going to try and jump on what I'm saying, Egal. All I mean is that Liverpool beat Everton, but I've also seen Liverpool get packed by Wolves, get packed by every team they've gone away to. So it's Liverpool are now going to Newcastle. Let's see. Newcastle are going to bring the intensity,
and we goddamn better because this is the game before the biggest game. The biggest game since the 99 FA Cup final. The biggest game because there's a goddamn trophy on stake. We haven't won one. If you want to look at domestic silverware, it's 55-56 against Hamza's lot.
I would absolutely love it if you guys beat Man United.
Oh, absolutely. No. It would be the rebirth of a city, bro. After the takeover, especially.
The best fans.
But the thing is, we need to.
Who here wants to see Manchester United lose that final to Newcastle? That would be amazing.
Who here wants to see Arsenal bottle the league?
I don't care if Arsenal bottle. I don't really care.
You know what? Yeah, if we lose to Newcastle, but you lose the league, you're getting cooked 100 times more than we do. You do know that. Nobody gives a fuck if we don't win a trophy. If you lose that league, you're in trouble. So focus, concentrate, bro, concentrate.
The thing is for me about this game is like, I want to see Newcastle make top 4 and all that, but like if we don't, you know what? That's cool. I'm not here for top 4. I'm here for
something. If Manchester United go, what the hell is that?
Copyright strike.
No, that's
The
I
video's done,
was
the video's
listening to
done.
you now. Listen, I was seeing the Qatari takeover. That doesn't get.
And
Your
Ketty
title's
is in
in
the room.
trouble, and Ketty's in the room. That is creative. That's creative. You got to give it to him. I'm just gonna say this. I think we've already done that. Any Chelsea fans want to come on? Let's talk about Chelsea Southampton. Anybody care about that game?
Southampton will get a draw.
Southampton don't have a manager.
I don't care.
Is it a
What does
South?
it matter?
Where is it?
Chelsea get battered everywhere they go, bro.
So the games on the weekend are Brentford, Crystal Palace. That's a tough game. Crystal
Oh,
Palace,
I'll take
that's very
Brentford.
tough, man. For
Palace,
Crystal Palace, they need to win.
Palace can turn it
Well,
on.
Palace aren't really doing it this season.
They haven't got a striker. They haven't
But
got
this
that
is-
number
but this
nine.
They got two strikers that I like a lot, like the
No, but
Deja and
Nah, but this is
Eduardo
Palace
is not
are
doing it.
Palace are a
Eduardo's
beautiful
not doing
team
it.
because they bring in a lot of those players international. They get because I heard a lot about that Cheikh Doucouré. He's not really showing it.
no, he's been fine for them.
If you see, listen, I spoke to Palace fan, and I know a lot of Palace fan. A lot of them say Edouard's not doing it. They have not.
Yeah,
When's the last time you seen Palace have a striker that scored goals this season?
Bro,
they don't have a striker.
They haven't had one
So
since Benteke.
They're relying on Olise.
Still have Benteke.
Huh? No, they haven't.
Palace still have Benteke.
No, Benteke's at DC United in the MLS, bro.
Listen, the last goal scorer they had was one of the IUs used to score goals.
Morrison. They have Clint Morrison and
Andy
the likes
Johnson.
and
Andy Johnson, probably.
Glenn Murray's. Glenn Murray's. They used to have these good strikers. But you know what? Arsenal should sell them Nketiah or Balogun. Because you probably have to decide.
Balogun should not be sold to them.
Yeah, Arsenal are going to keep one of them. One of them has to go.
If he gets sold, he's going to get sold somewhere like in France to keep raising his value so we can get a sell-on clause or buy him back.
Balogun's been ridiculous for Ram this year. I've been watching Ram.
The guy's 15 goals. He's the leading goal scorer in France.
It's crazy the variety of goals he scored.
We gotta be quick. Chelsea, Southampton. I'm just gonna go. Chelsea somehow drop points for Southampton. What do you guys think?
They will.
I think Chelsea
they'll win.
They'll win. Yeah, they get their first win of the season. In like 16 or whatever it's been. Yeah.
I can't fathom the Chelsea fan base if Chelsea don't win. So yeah, let's go with Chelsea win because otherwise,
out of pity, basically.
Yeah, it'll get sticky for Potter.
If they lose that, Egal, if they drop points on that game, it's mad. It's crazy. Their fan base will go crazy. That game, they're not expected to lose. I'm telling you.
I want to see the reaction.
Oh my God, they'll go mad.
Draw.
600 million waste.
Even a draw would be funny. Anyways.
Oh my God.
Chelsea caught life last week because so many other teams dropped points. Now, Tottenham, who are you facing?
West Ham.
West Ham at home on Sunday. Now we'll win. We'll win.
Bro, it's West Ham's cup final. That's the thing.
Conte's not here. It's Stellini and Mason. The double act.
We have an investigation done on Fraser Foster. Is he even a goalkeeper?
I liken him to if you have a statue and you push the statue over, that's what it's like. That's the best way.
He's like a crap Carl Darwin.
You made Rakesh laugh. That's good enough.
Yeah. Oh, me and Rakesh are like this on the comedy line. Like, don't worry. It's like I really am. I'm like, come on, man.
He got you. Yeah. What about you, Rak? What you saying? Tottenham after losing to Leicester
and Milan,
AC Milan in the Champions League, of course, and now going up against West Ham at home. You think they could drop points again?
At White Hart Lane, no. I think Spurs will do enough to win. It's funny because Spurs were actually prior to the Leicester game. Spurs looked like they were on a bit of a decent run. Talk started happening about them. Top four, and all that kind of stuff. And then it all came crashing down a little bit. But I think Spurs have got enough to beat West Ham at home. If not, then again,
that defense worries me though. That defense worries me for Spurs.
Say this: Tottenham draw versus West Ham. I'm more hope than anything else, but I think that goalkeeper in the midfield situation is still not going to be sorted. Dammy, what are you saying? Tottenham, West Ham.
I think
he's moving.
Tottenham are at home, so I actually think they'll win this game. Like, I know West Ham are not good. Like, let's be honest here, they're shit. I've seen them in the league, and I've seen them play. They're terrible. So I know Tottenham aren't really playing well. I know they lost to Milan. I know they got pumped by Leicester too, but I think they'll win this game, and I think they'll get back on track. I don't see them doing anything to not win this game, in my opinion.
You know what, Dami? I forgot to mention this. Don't you have your channel back up and running? Send me the link so I can put in the description so people can check it out. Also, Hamza, what's your score prediction for Tottenham? You don't really have beef with Tottenham, do you? Even though they beat you every year.
No, Tottenham, they always do us over in there. Yeah. I think it's at home. I think they've got bent. They'll win. They're very tough. It's very hard for them not to win in their own stadium, Tottenham Stadium. And they lost against Villa, I know, at home. But that was a shock.
And Arsenal?
But they've got Oliver Skip in midfield.
Skips Højbjerg. It'll be enough.
That sentence has never
I like Pape Sarr.
Now Pape Sarr's gonna be a top.
Has anybody in the history of football ever said Tottenham have Oliver Skip? They're okay.
Nah.
He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Let's be honest. He's not that bad. He's better than Winks.
Yeah, like is it okay? Like he's technically
like Harry Winks.
He's better than Harry Winks.
I like Harry Winks. I think he's a good player.
Harry Winks is on loan at Sampdoria, and they're practically bottom.
Harry Winks is Harry Winks better than Lokonga?
Listen, don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
That's a serious mid-off. Look what we're doing here.
Nah. Don't be
disrespectful.
No, this is the problem because the thing is, if McTominay can get games for United, Winks could get games for United.
Clear.
McTominay.
That guy.
What? Nah, bro. Listen.
No, he is because McTominay at least score a few bangers.
Harry Winks was a starting midfielder in the Champions League final. Respect Harry Winks.
McTominay was starting.
Yeah, and did you win that Champions League final with Winks?
That's not the point. Semantics. That's just semantics.
Semantics winning? Winning is semantics?
I'm a Tottenham fan. What do you think?
Fair enough.
Listen, guys. That's been enough for today. Hamza, thank you for joining us. You've absolutely gone mad on me today. Funny guy. We got Dami. Dami's not gonna let this go. He's gonna be here after the Aston Villa game on Sunday. He's gonna probably book his ticket now, knowing Dami.
Facts. I will be there if you let him crush it on your head. Egal, I'm sorry, what's gonna happen after that? Please call Arteta now. Tell him you cannot lose this game because I will feel very sorry for what's gonna happen.
You can't lose that game.
You can't lose that game.
Steve, big up to Steve. You're gonna be back on Sunday, hopefully. We're gonna have Hussam making a return on the channel on Sunday, hopefully. Rakesh, we'll see you next Thursday. We'll see you next Thursday, Rakesh. Hopefully your team do the business for you. And Jay, we'll see you next Thursday. Hopefully Tottenham don't let you down once again. You don't have to worry about it.
Let's hope Emery doesn't give you the dun dun dun.
And hope that, bro, asking Tottenham to not let you down is like asking your wife who's cheated on you 20 times to not.
All right. Whoa.